Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. Good morning to those in the UK. Good afternoon to those in Australia and surrounding nations. Tigers versus Warriors today. Exciting game to start the week, I'll be honest. I mean, if you want to count State of Origin, you can do. I was incorrect with the winner on that one. I backed Queensland 13+. That did not happen. But I'll go through the team list. I'll do one more run through of those before we get started as well. Get your votes in the poll if you haven't already, and I'll go through my prediction for this game too. So, let me know your thoughts as well. If you've got a prediction, throw it in there. Let me know your thoughts. Got about 15 minutes till kick off, a little bit less. So yeah, get them in there. So, starting with the team list. First of all, in the backs for the Tigers, they have Bula, Taruva, Makasini, Toa, Skelton, Luai, and Dewey. The forwards are May, Lanyon, Afoa, Samuel Afinu, Sione Finu, and Twal. The bench is Latu Finu, Pole, Seyfarth, Suka, Tavana, and Hayward. Head coach is Benji Marshall. In the backs for the Warriors, they have Tarpiki, Nickel Kluckstar, Leotawa, Pompey, Khan Pereira, Harris DeVita, and Martin. The forwards are Fisher Harris, Egan, Stour Smith, Halasima, Laban, and Clark. The bench is Healy, Iramaya Toava, Varamonga, Niokore, Metcalf, and Laulili. Butchered some of those, I'm sure. Head coach is Andrew Webster. And there we go. All right. So, I'll get my predictions up. Howdy, Finn. Good morning. Wonder if any of these sides have worse discipline than Hull FC. Potentially. Do you know what? I can find that out. I can find that out for you. So, errors. FC have the most errors in Super League. And I can go to NRL stats, and I can let you know. All right, errors. Okay, so Finn, just to let you know, across both leagues, Hull FC are the second worst for errors. Only the Eels are worse. So there you go. Have some of that. Surprise, not first. It's the Eels, the bloody Parramatta Eels. Look at them go. They're first at something. That second half last night was a very tough watch. Yeah. God, the amount of errors and penalties was just ridiculous, just piled up. I need to make a stream highlights video after this, actually. I want to get back to doing those. I'm going to start posting the match reviews on TikTok as well. And other social medias too. But I'm going to be posting the stream highlights on other socials too. Just annoying. It's blatant that their players have been told they're not here next season. Clearly can't be... oh, strong word. Clearly can't be bothered. But I get you. I mean, the way I see it is that players are still getting paid, so they should still be doing it anyway. Obviously, there's an element of something. There's less, maybe, intent to their game if they know they're not going to be there next season. But it's not good advertisement for the following year, at least, for other clubs. What disappointed me as well was the very end of the game when there's still 10 seconds left. You need to try. You don't need to try and a kick, just a try to equalise. And there's been a couple good, like, spreading the ball, there's been a few good movements from FC throughout the game. It's not been, like, game-breaking or that many line breaks, if any, to be honest. But, well, there was a small handful. 10 seconds to go. You need to pack the scrum. Or play the ball, and everyone's just walking. You need to try. You got one play. At least use the play. But no, everyone's walking. Whistle's blown, time's done. They don't even play the ball. And they're stood around like, oh, mate. Don't they have to wait for the defensive line to be set? If they're set, like if FC's set, I'm pretty sure that it can be stopped. As long as they're set, then we can wait. But that would be... I don't think it's right that we'd have to be waiting on the defence. I think the attack has priority there. Like, for example, for a 20-metre restart, if the ball goes out and you pick it up and sprint to the 20, you don't have to wait for the defensive line to be set. if you pass the ball off to somebody else, then you have to wait for the defensive line to be set. So I'm pretty sure they could have just taken the ball and been ready. It's like when you pack a scrum and you stop the clock when you hurry up and pack the scrum. It's like that, I think. They just didn't rush to do anything. Morning, Highlanders. Or afternoon, I assume, for you. Warriors dropping 50 today. Tigers are bad, and I'm confident. Well, I'll go through my predictions then. We know that Barnforth tried just proves how bad the decision making has been this season. Yeah, I'd have kept him. If he was Warrington's hooker off the bench, I'd be happy with that. Like that's my thoughts on him. If we brought him to Warrington to be 14, I'm cool with that. Okay, so prediction for this game. If you guys have any, throw it in the live stream chat. Let me know. If you've not voted on the poll yet, vote on the poll. We've got about 9 minutes or so till we start. So our fan base thinks he should be the 14. Well, fair dues. Fair dues. So, Tigers versus Warriors. The Tigers have won 1 in their last 5 games. The Warriors have won 2 in their last 5 games. Coruscant is out with the Tigers, so Lanyon starts at 9, but Mason, Luai, Samuel Afani are all available. For the Warriors, they're without Wateni Zalesniak, but they do have Khan Pereira, Laulili, Halasima, and Fisher Harris all available for this one. Obviously, results for the Warriors... Wow, messed up my words. Obviously, results for the Warriors haven't been great for the Warriors recently, but on losing form, going to keep in mind they've been dealing with a few losses recently, but they've beaten teams who are expected to beat in the Cowboys and Dragons, and they've only lost by 2 points to the Dolphins, Sharks, and Panthers, all quality sides. For this matchup, the Warriors beat the Tigers for size. Offloads for the Tigers will be a huge asset this week to keep plays alive and get the Warriors middles doing more work. Plus, the kicking game needs to be on point to keep turning the Warriors middles around, but the Warriors are bigger, faster, and more productive up front. The Warriors also have a greater weapon out of dummy half that can take advantage of the platform set by the pack with Egan over Lanyon. The Tigers like to throw the ball around, which they'll need to do this week, but the Warriors can also force a lot of errors from the Tigers too, given their defensive line speed and the strength of their shots in defence. I'm aware the Tigers won last time, but that was during a low period this season for the Warriors when Metcalf was playing in the halves. That was a weird kind of time. The Tigers have really struggled in attack recently, and that's a huge concern. Maybe they can beat the Warriors for meters like they did last time, and they created enough line breaks too. But if they get up the field, I'm not sure how strong they'll look in the red zone this time around, as they have seemed to have lost a bit of a spark compared to earlier on in the season. They've both played 3 of the same opponents in the last 5 games, the Dragons, Dolphins, and Panthers, and the Warriors have been significantly more competitive. On top of that, ability to make meters, attacking potential, defensive potential as well. So I've gone with the Warriors to win by 13 plus. 36-16 is my scoreline, and anytime try scorer is Alafiana Khan Pereira. Apparently Luai's going Parramatta next year for 1 year. Do you know what? That's all right, actually. I think that would be really good. Because obviously he's at PNG in 28. Pezzett moves on to the Broncos next year as well. So Volkman's shown some good signs, but you start Luai. I think Luai on the left, Mose on the right. I think that's perfect. Luai goes back to a normal 6, what he sort of has been with Dewey being the proper 7 for the Tigers. But that could be really good for the Eels next year. It would be great if they lock down a long-term option. I don't know if Volkman's going to be the long-term option from 28 onwards. Maybe there's someone else they can bring in, but I think that'd be really good for Para if they did that. One thing that makes last night worse is there was 1,500 fans in that away end. How many other fan bases take that number after a season like this? I get you. At least it wasn't a blowout. It was mostly errors and penalties that can be cleaned up week to week. It was just on that day, it was just too many. Performance-wise, could have been better, obviously. But I don't think it was so horrendous. It was just the discipline off the ball, really, was the big issue. So, for those that weren't here for my Super League stream yesterday, I have a bet on. It is a 14-fold accumulator at 8,483, 81.3 to 1. I put £5.89 on it for a return of £49,960.75. So 14 games. Yesterday I had York Knights +4 against Hull FC. They won by 4 points. So that was fine. So that's 1 game down, 13 to go. So the next game is this one. I've got the Warriors -8, which means they need to win by at least 9 points. So gently does it now, New Zealand. You got to win by at least 9 points, basically 10, because I've got them 13 plus. Hopefully they cover that. So I want a nice strong start from the Warriors and not letting up. I just know what's going to happen here. The Warriors will take an early lead. They'll be good by half time. And then start the second half, the Tigers sort of come back in a little bit. And then it's 50-50 where the Warriors get that gap at the very end. I could feel it. So if that comes in, you've paid off a few months' income in 1 weekend. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Question is, if it's big enough, would you cash out? I can't cash out, is the only issue. So I need all 14 games to come in. Sorry, all 13, because the first one, we smashed it. So, yeah, it's Sky Bet with a bunch of handicaps. I can't cash out. Gamble responsibly. Yeah. So there you go. Just need to have a perfect week of predictions. Well, FC just helping you out. How nice of us. Of course. Of course. Right then. If you guys have any predictions, throw it in there. Have a go. Herman, I heard you had a bet on. Appreciate that, Herman. Means a great deal, honestly. Means a lot. Could you imagine, though, if your pack had starting, right, SASA, Sau, and Asiata as those middle three, and off the bench you had Lissoni, Metaltia, Hill, and then let's say Bell off the bench. Could you imagine that for a pack? If you're able to, if you had that right now, that'd be insane. Howdy, Harry. Bloody hell, it's hot and all warranted. It is boiling, to be honest, mate. Best pack in the league. It's a great pack. It is great. I did say in my season preview for FC, if they don't make playoffs with that squad, something needs to change. But I believe I also clarified as well, if there's a bunch of injuries, then that's understandable. And there have been a bunch of injuries, so I'm not as hardline about changes. Although you've already made a change. Shame they can't help themselves. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? Anyway, we're moments away from kickoff. Oh, yeah, Hugo Salabio. Yeah, he's looked good as well, actually. Have him in there over Aiden, although he did all right yesterday. But you could have a pack of Lissoni, Hill, Metaltia, and Salabio. So you got no options in the backs, but you got a massive forward pack. Want to read about the backroom changes? I can have a gander. So 21 votes, 71% have the Warriors to win. Proper change, fair dues, fair dues. Right, do I have time for a run through? I might have to speed run this. Okay. In the backs for the Tigers, they have Bula, Taruva, Makasini, Toa, Skelton, Luai, and Dewey. The forwards are May, Lanyon, Afoa, Samuel Afinu, Sione Finu, and Twal. The bench is Latu Finu, Pole, Seyfarth, Suka, Tavana, and Hayward. Head coach is Benji Marshall. In the backs for the Warriors, they have Topiki, Nicol Cluxter, Leotawa, Pompey, Camperera, Harris DeVita, and Martin. The forwards are Fisher Harris, Egan, Stower Smith, Halasima, Laban, and Clark. The bench is Healy, Iramaya Toava, Viamonga, Niokore, Metcalf, and Laulili. Don't see Saints winning, honestly. We have one prop, 15 injured. It's a joke. It's a bit of a rough one, but I still think you'll get the win, but I could see it being close. Oh, with Watenis Lesnick, by the way, I don't know if anyone saw this on TikTok, but this is so funny. This is so funny. There's a kid, he's got a card collection, a Rugby League card collection, and someone commented down Watenis Lesniak because they want to see his card of Watenis Lesniak, and this is what he called him.
Sorry, Saturn's comment was Dalian Martez being a lesbian.
Hopefully you heard that clearly, but that's what he called it because he couldn't pronounce it properly. Okay, I'm going to end this poll. Right then, folks, we are underway. The Warriors kick to the Tigers towards the back left. And it's going to be collected by Bula, hands it off to Bunty Afoa, former Warriors player, and takes it just over his own 10. Was 13 plus. I hope so, Drizzy. It is funny. It got me first time with lesbians a lesbian. Like, really? Come on now. Right then. Tigers in possession, 15 out from their own line. Second tackle. I'm not too familiar with Lanyon, so I'll kind of learn about him as we go. 30 seconds gone. 3 tackles left in this set. Lanyon at dummy half. Shifting it left to Finu. Samuela down the left-hand side. I think it's Samuela left, Sione on the right. Next carry is from Bula on the 4th. 45 seconds gone. 36-16. Do we have the same score? Yes, we do. We have the same score, Drizzy. So, 50 seconds gone. Kick on the last. It's going to be collected 15 out by Khan Pereira. One of my favourite players in the league, by the way. I love Khan Pereira. I think he's so underrated. And that is 1 minute gone. Returns it up towards the 30. So, Harris to Vita. Hands the ball off to Nickel Kluckstad in centre field. Good versatile player. But he was rumoured to go Catalans next year, wasn't he? He was rumoured, but I don't think he's going now. Ooh, strong carry there from Leia Tower. Bumps one onto their backside. 1 minute 20 gone. Next carry through the middle from Tarpiki on the 3rd. They might be going for a kick here on the 4th. Favourite is Fox. I get it. 1.5 minutes gone. Egan goes right to Clark. I'm a big fan of Clark as well. Got him plus White for New Zealand in the Pacific Championship last year. My God. And Tarpany in the front row too. Jesus. Kick towards the back right on the last tackle coming down on the 10. Leia Tower goes up. Gets an offload. It's back to Fisher-Harris. Flicks it back inside, but it's intercepted by Taruva. Stopped just shy of the 20. And it's a penalty for the Tigers. Oh dear, oh dear. Howdy, Kieran. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Good morning. So there was an offload. Ended up in the hands of Harris DeVita. Had an option in front of him, but just kind of flicked it in centre field. Didn't need to do that, but he did it anyway. I'm not going to argue with him. Oh, and it doesn't find touch, so the Warriors collect the ball. I will take that. Let's just go in towards the 50 grand win. Be right. Fisher-Harris with the next carry. Nearly a high shot from Bunty Afoa. 2.5 minutes gone. Warriors are only 40 metres out with 4 tackles to go. It's with Clark in centre field. Left to Martin. Then to Halasima. He's having a great year. It's a breakout year for him. Got some game time last season, if I recall. Egan goes right to Stowers Smith. Getting some minutes without Ford and... I've forgotten his name. Barnett, unavailable. But Fisher-Harris, the other prop forward, goes in. Look at that, the big man through the middle. Look at that steamrolling up the gut. I'm trying to think of the other props. When I should be looking at the big man Fisher-Harris rolling through like a locomotive. Look at him go. Wait. Right then, this will be 4-0 for the Warriors. So first of all, that came off the back of a penalty that didn't find touch from the Tigers. Talpica returns over halfway up towards the 40. Couple set-up plays just to add some meters, and then breaks between Luai and May. Tries confirmed as well. Nice flat ball from Clark. Clark's developed into such useful lock. Like, his carries through the middle are so good. And he's so good with ball in hand as well. He's such a good lock. Call it glaze, I don't care. So good. This will be 6-0 in a second for the Warriors. Good start for the bet. They've not quite covered the handicap just yet. It's a good start. This is 4-0. The kick's right in front of the post. This will be 6. Ben Barber at Saints clears French and Field in their prime, but Wigan fans aren't ready for that conversation. I disagree, personally. I think there's an argument prime Barber equals Field, but doesn't is not better than French. That's what I'll say. And the kick from Pompey is good. Wigan, Warrington, and Talon's comparing injuries. Don't forget Huddersfield. They had a bad go of it last year. Don't forget Huddersfield. Favourite prop is Payne in the Haas. He's a great prop. He's really good. I did say in a video a few years back, I think he's the best prop I've ever seen. For carries, offloads, Post-contact meters, quick play the balls, everything might be the best. Right then. We're about to get back underway. 4.5 minutes gone so far in this game. 6-0 for the Warriors. Collected on the try line by Martin. Hands it off to Stowers Smith with a carry just over the 10. Let's see if the Warriors can extend the lead from here. So again, 36-16 was my scoreline and can't prayer at any time. Egan waits at dummy half. Laban with the latest carry, 15 out from his own line. Next carry through the middle from Clark. Goes left to Harris DeVita. Across to Halasima. Over the 20. Shrugs off a few defenders. Extra post-contact meters there. Good carry. 25 out from his own line. Plays over Egan. Down the left edge of the park. Flat ball to Harris DeVita. Can't quite get an offload. That's good stuff there from the Warriors again. 5 minutes gone. And 2 tackles to go. Egan goes right to Clark. Then across to Martin. Ball across. 2 versus 1. Leia Tower trying to get around Skelton. Would that be? Yes, it is. Decent break up towards the 20. Nearly an arm around the neck there. 15 out. Last tackle for the Warriors. This is a great set. Martin kicks the ball through towards the sticks. May gets a touch on it. Luai pounces on it. And he's going to be tackled in goal. What a set from the Warriors. What a set. Tigers can't be allowing that, though. But that's a great set. So you'll always notice I give either praise or criticism depending on who I've predicted to win. If I'd predicted the Tigers to win, I'm saying it's a bad Tigers set. I have noticed that. That's what I'm like. Oh, there's a pull on there. Wait. Okay. Well, Michael Keane got a red for that against Wolves in the Prem, so that should be a red for Luai. 6 minutes gone. Stowers Smith with the latest carry. 15 out from the try line, just right of centre field. Egan in centre field goes left to Clark. Carries it over the 10. He's now 3 metres out in front of the left post. 3 tackles to go for the Warriors. Egan, left to Martin. Goes at the line himself. Ball comes loose. Picks up by Bula. Knock on from Tamari Martin. Good effort. Good effort, but it's not a bad place to turn the ball over. Makes sense. You knew you weren't ready for that kind of conversation. You can just, he's a Wigan fan because you can smell him. There's a stench to him. I could smell you as well, Harry. There's a stench to those Saints fans. It's just, I could smell you. Whereas in Warrington, our shat don't stink. So, clean as a whistle. Anyway, moving on. 7 minutes gone. Scrum for the Tigers on their own 10. Out the back of the scrum. It is left to Skelton. Nearly drops the ball, but he's all good. 15 out from his own line. Next carried on the left-hand side for Macassini. Thank you, Chris. I believe this year is 2. Thank you, as always. Next carry through centre field. Oof. Samuel Fainu with a carry towards the 20. That's a strong shot there. Back towards middle now with Twal. And Bunty forward. Just takes the ball in cleanly enough. Next carry through the middle from Twal. Over the 30. Nearly 8 minutes gone. Last tackle coming up for the Tigers. Lanyon at dummy half goes right to Dewey. Puts boot to ball. As we collected 15 out by Tani Taupiki. Carries it over the 20 up towards the 30. And that's a good return. Good place to start the set. Next carry from Camperera. Shifting down the right hand side. Loses a little bit of ground there. And just over 8 minutes gone. Nickel Cluckstar with the next carry, just shy of the 40, and 3 tackles to go in this set for the Wars, mate. Egan with the next carry, just over the 40. 2 tackles to go for the Warriors. Taupiki goes left to Clark, straightens up through centre field. 8.5 gone, just inside Tigers territory. 45 metres out, last tackle. And boot to ball on the last from Harris DeVita towards the left of the post, collected by Taruva. Little step backwards and returns up towards the 10. The chance for the Warriors to pin the Tigers back here. They're set defensively. There's a few Tigers players that need to get back on side as well. Dewey hands it off to Toa. Takes the first carry back towards Marcus. 15 out for his own line. 9 minutes gone. Second tackle. Skelton through centre field. 25 out of his own line. 3 tackles to go. Left to Luai. Then to Macassini. stopped on the 30. 2 tackles left for the Tigers. Over on the left edge of the park. Back towards the middle now with Samuel Afinu. Bumping his legs up towards the 40. Last tackle for the Tigers. It is right to Dewey in centre field. Aims towards the back left, but collected on the full. And it's going to be handed off to Tarpiki. Carries it over the 30. And taken to ground just over the 30. It's a good place to start the set again for the Warriors. They launch it left to Khan Pereira. Quick hands to the left-hand side. Great cut-out ball. Halasima with room to run. Taruva is chasing. Chance here for the Warriors. Needs support on the inside. Doesn't quite have it. Plenty of Tigers defenders there to cover him. Back towards the middle on the 20. Now with Harris DeVita across to Stour Smith in centre field. Then across to Martin. Wants to switch back. Hands it off to Laban. Bumping off a few defenders. Carries it up towards a 10. Just over 10 minutes gone as well. He's 7 metres out in centre field. Shifting it right. It's now with Clark. Between the sticks. Goes at the line. Good defensive work from the Tigers there. Just over 10 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go. Egan goes right to Stour Smith. Wasn't expecting the ball with a no look. And a knock on from Stour Smith. Looking forward to watching Kai Taylor later. Class player, but unfortunately gets injured and be out for too long. Yeah, that's an issue. I think we need him back. If we want a chance of competing this year, we need him and Williams back. And Stone, it would be good to have Stone back as well. So yeah. We are missing some key players. King, I think, should be back this week. Kai Taylor is in the squad, but I don't think he's playing. I think that's more of we have to put someone in the squad. So 11 minutes gone. Scrum for the Tigers on their own 10. Luai feeds it in. It is right to Bula with the first carry. 15 out from his own line. Lanyon, short side right to Taruva over the 20. 25 out from his own line. 4 tackles to go. Lanyon at dummy half over on the right edge of the park. Back towards the middle. Now with Fainu. That is Sione. 3 tackles to go. Lanyon. Shifting it left to Twal. Takes it over the 40 for the Tigers. A few metres shy of halfway. Still 2 tackles to go as well. Probably the best set they've had all game so far. It's left to Luai. Inside Warriors territory. Out the back to Dewey. Good jamming in defensively there from Leia Tower. Solid stuff. Last tackle for the Tigers. Just inside Warriors half. 45 metres out. Kick from Luai on the last. A lot of height on this one. Coming down 15 out for Taupiki. Contest from Bula. Knocks it backwards. Collected by Nickel Kluckstad. Now with Harris DeVita. Looking to break the line down the left edge. Nearly breaks through. Needs an offload. Can't quite get one. Khan Pereira was nearly there for support, but the whistle's blown for a Warriors penalty. Not sure what for. Was there a late shot? Let's have a gander. So Bula knocks it back to Nickel Kluckstad. Was there a late shot? Oh yeah, must have been. Just over 12 minutes gone. Oh yeah, a forward. Oh, that is bad. That's really bad. That timing's awful. He's a fast one, Kai. What's happened to Super Matty? Well, first of all, with Matty, I feel like every time he's had a long-term injury, he's gotten a little bit slower. You could just see a touch of pace, not quite there. And also, Warrington's attack has been poor, so we haven't really set him up for much this year. When our attack was really good earlier on, he was missing some games. Like, if he was here earlier on in the season, he'd be fine for tries right now. This might be a sin bin, actually. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
All right, that is Bunty Afoa. That is going to off for 10 minutes. With a really late shot on Nickel Kluckstad. Really late. Dirty Bentley gets a sin bin tonight. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't worry about Hastings. He's like second best for assists this year. Look, he didn't nail it on that one. And you want your key players to do so. But look, it's going to happen at times. It was a weird game anyway. He's already second best in the league for assists. So he's already contributing a lot anyway. Back underway. 60% possession for the Warriors. And Tigers taking forever to get off him. Well, that's a crusher as well from Samuel Afinu. 12 and a half minutes gone. Yeah, I don't want him there anymore. I mean, Holroyd's available now. We actually took Bentley off in the second half. And he gave away a bunch of penalties before we did that. So hopefully, with Holroyd being fit, he starts over Bentley. Hopefully. Holroyd's like, to be fair, Holroyd does actually give away a few penalties as well. Like, he can be quite bad at times. But at the very least, I think there's more upside with his attack. And defensively, still gets stuck in. Anyway, 13 minutes gone. 84% territory for the Warriors. Left to Martin. Now with Harris DeVita, first try scorer of the day. Warriors are 25 metres out left to centre field. Chance to hit double digits here. Clark in centre field. Tackled 15 out. Slight obstruction there from Stowers Smith. Yeah, Burns, I think he's been great for us, but we need a bigger pack around him too. There's only so much he can do. Harris DeVita with the carry 5 metres out in front of the left post. 13.5 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go for the Warriors. Egan goes left out the back to Harris DeVita. Then to Pompey. Across to Compere in the corner. Beautiful finish. I just knew. That's why I backed him anytime, baby. Hey, second try for the Warriors. Great finish in the corner. I think he's great. Compere is such a good player. So underrated. Even when he was at the Titans, loads of flair. Tricky player. Loads of pace as well. I've said before, if I'm building a team with like players that you think you could get, like realistically you could sign, he's my first winger. Lovely stuff. Alrighty. So this will be 10-0 for the Warriors. So back to him anytime. Lovely stuff. So 10-0, 14.5 minutes gone. The sin bin is going to be a huge detriment to the Tigers at this point. They're already way behind for meters and territory. So this could be where the Warriors start to run away. Well done, Pompey, to step past, I think that would have been Taruva, and to get the offload. Good effort from Buller to get across to try and plug the gap. But Pompey to add the extras and make it 12-0. First one was just in front of the sticks. It was actually a little bit awkward. Only just got it in, really, from in front of the post. But near the touchline, Pompey steps up and the kick is way wide. So this will be 10-0 for the Wars. They currently cover the handicap. So as of right now, the 50k is on. Fair play, Campera. What is that? Anyone that's watching the game, does anyone know what that song is in the background right now? Okay, if anyone's watching the game, if someone could recognise what the song was just playing then in the stadium, that would be great. Next carry from Stowers Smith takes it just over the 10. Getting back underway. In centre field with Fisher Harris. They're shifting the ball again. They're having a go. Carl Pereira with room to run steps back inside against Dewey. More metres over the 40 up towards halfway. Still going. Still going on the 40. He's going to... Smart move. He probably could have kept going there, but that's a smart move. I don't mind that. You've already made 65 metres from kickoff. That's smart. Harris DeVita up towards the 13, just over it. Not risking it. Just surrendering. That's good from Carl Pereira. 3 tackles to go as well. The 25 out. Martin switches back to Laban. Stopped on the 20, and that is 16 minutes gone so far. Egan goes left to Fisher Harris. Across to Harris DeVita. Stopped 7 or 8 metres out left of the post. Last tackle for the Wars. They've made 91 metres on this set. Right to Clark. Then to Martin. Ball across. Another great try. Launches that sucker across to Lair Tower. Puts it down over on the right edge of the park. Breaks through. Tigers having to plug the gaps. They made 91 metres on that set. Back-to-back tries. That is beautiful from the Wars. Lovely stuff. Carl Pereira, first of all, what a beauty. I reckon they'll get the kick as well. This will be 16-0. Carl Pereira, what a beauty. Pace, skill, flair, step. Just, what a bloke. What an absolute top geezer. And then just clean as you like. Clark, Martin, cut out ball. Could have gone maybe with a chip towards a corner because there's a lot of space there. But plenty of space between the centre and winger. Ball across the layer tower. Beautiful. Stop it, Harry. Stop it. Tries confirmed. So it's 14-0 with a kick to come. I don't know if Shazam would pick it up as well. I'm going to go back and try it. It's not that far back as well, which helps. I didn't pick it up. It didn't pick it up. The kick is... It's no good. I'm going to have to take 2 points off. Alrighty. Okay, I know that's Tainted Love. I know that. It's the first of that last song sounded just like the Pokemon theme tune to start. Okay. Nearly 18 minutes gone. Back underway. Not sure how long's left on this sin bin. But 18 gone. Fisher-Harris with the latest carry up towards a Warriors' own 20. 14-0 for the Wars as well. Again, I said 36-16. They might smash past that. I know Highlanders said they'll get 50. Or 50 plus, either one. He said 50 or 50 plus. Plays it in centre field for Egan. Goes right to Clark. Straightens up with a carry through centre field. 35 out from their own line. Egan goes right to Stowers Smith and carries it over the 40 through centre field. 2 tackles to go as well for the Wars. Slightly right of centre field. Egan goes left to Tarpiki. Takes a carry over the Tigers, or inside Tigers territory, I should say. Plays it for Egan. Left to Harris DeVita. Kicks from just over 40 out. Down the left edge of the park. Buller underneath it. Good chase as well. Tackled just behind the 10. Good timing on the tackle there. Good timing. Taruva with the latest carry. Just over the 10. Dewey at dummy half. 3 minutes to go on Bunty Afoa's Simbin. It's going to be Toa with the latest carry. Stopped just shy of his own 20. 21 minutes to go in the first half. Nearly into the second quarter. Now in Makasini. Oh, sorry, that's Skeleton. My bad, PM. I had a timer underneath the team names, so you know where you're up to. You can sync their screen with yours. I've thought about adding a timer. The problem is, it's just like when the game stops. Well, I know with the NRL, they have a timer on the website, so I could do that, but I've got to have the website up at all times, I think. Well, I'll figure it out at some point, but I can't do it for Super League. That's the only annoying thing. There's now with Taupiki. Returns up towards a 30. Is now with Khan Pereira down the left edge. They've had 21 tackles in the Tigers half. 1 for the Tigers in the Warriors half. There's 6 line breaks to 0 as well. Way over double the run meters as well. Not far off triple. Jesus. It's now with Harris DeVita. Sorry. Yeah, Harris DeVita. But I get confused sometimes. Fisher-Harris, Harris DeVita. Folks, we're done with the first quarter of the game. 2 tackles to go for the Warriors in centre field with Clark. Goes right to Martin. Then across to Tarpiki. Good hands. Space down the right-hand side. Nickel Cluckstar in the corner. Steps back inside. Takes it over the 10. Shrugs off a few defenders. Nickel Cluckstar just held up. Good recovery. Good recovery. Back towards the middle now with Martin. Kicks towards the back left corner. Or just to the left of the sticks. Collected cleanly by Toa. And stopped to meet it in front of his own try line. 19.5 to go in the first half. Yes, I can't add a timer itself. I can, but I'd have to pause it myself. Or I can get the clock that's on the NRL website as an overlay. Which I can do. But I need to figure that out properly. I know it's possible. I just need to figure it out. So there is a penalty for the Tigers. Something happened in the build-up, apparently. So tackle off the ball from Makasini. I might have to put this fan on soon. I'm actually getting quite warm. So Dewey with a penalty kick into touch from his own 10, and the Tigers will start a brand new set from their own 30. The Toa will tap on the 30, hands it off to Sione Fainu, and he carries it up towards his own 40, just shy of it. 18 minutes 35 to go. Hayward is on the field as well. Lanyon's gone off. That's quite early. Was he injured? Did anyone hear if he was injured or not? I didn't hear anything. Shifting the ball left is now with Samuel Afinu. Has to surrender, but tackled on the halfway line anyway. 3 tackles to go for the Tigers. Afoa will be back on shortly. Hayward at dummy half down the left edge. Hands it off to 12 through centre field. And carries it just shy of the Tigers' 40. 2 tackles left, 18 minutes to go in the first half. Hayward goes right to Dewey. On the 40, switches back to May, bumps off 1. He's now just over 30 metres out in centre field. And Afoa is back on the field as well. Kick on the last from Dewey, just to the right of the sticks. Tarpiki underneath it. Goes up, is knocked backwards from the Tigers, I think, then backwards from the Warriors. It's going to be Warriors ball. Yeah, from Kronk saying that's Tigers' best play, which it is. Unfortunately. 17.5 minutes to go in this first half. At least it's back to 13 on 13. But Nickel Cluckstyle with a great carry, pumping his legs up towards a 30. Hang on, Chris. Hang on. Just over 17 minutes to go. 2 tackles left. Stour Smith up towards halfway. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. 17 minutes to go. Appreciate that. Trumpet for you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. 17 minutes left. Taruva with a return up towards a 20. Let's see if the Tigers can get back up the field then. Toa with the latest carry. In centre field, 25 out of his own line. Your phone picked it up. I probably could have turned up the volume, to be fair. But yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much. 16.5 to go in the first half. 65% possession from the Warriors so far. Twal in centre field goes right to Sione Fainu. And there's 2 tackles left in this set for the Tigers, and they're just on halfway. Completed 100% though, which is good. 10 out of 13 for the Warriors, so they need to clean that up a little bit. At least they've knocked on down that end of the field. At the very least, they've turned over the ball inside the 10. So that's something. Hayward on the last goes right to Dewey. Engages the line, 30 metres out, puts boot to ball in centre field. They're going to let it bounce. Sits nicely for... Didn't quite see who that was. Sits nicely for... I think that's Laban. Now when Nickel Cluckstyle with a carry down the right edge of the park. It was bugging me too. Well, fair dues. You solved it, Scoob. Next carry from Tarpiki. 25 out of his own line. Right of centre field. 15 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tarpiki's down at the minute here. Tarpiki is down. When Compare and Lecker play will look unstoppable, yeah, they're such great young players. Hopefully you can keep them long term. Was there anything wrong with this? Oh, Crusher. I'd say that's okay though, just an awkward spot. I wouldn't give anything for that. As of right now anyway, the handicap is still covered, the bet's still on. They're safe by 5 points. So he's good to go. 15.5 to go in the first half. Latest carry is from Clark through centre field. 2 tackles left. Egan goes left to... My eyes would deceive it. It's Viamonga. Okay. I thought it said 14 for a second then. That was Healy. But no, it was 16. Sorry. Viamonga. I feel like I never say that name right. I always just can't quite say it properly. I think it's Viamonga. I think. 15 minutes to go in the first half. Dewey with a strong run up towards halfway. And a 6 again. Ruck infringement. Tigers can get inside the red zone here. Possibly. Hayward hands the ball off. Now towards a 40. That's a strong carry there. It's a strong carry from Polly. Twal hands it off to Afoa. And up towards the Warriors 30. 3 tackles to go in centre field. Hayward at dummy half. Left to Luai. Then Samuel Lafinu. Straightens up with a carry. Up towards the 20 and over it. What a great carry. Stop just shy of the 10. Beautiful carry. 2 tackles to go for the Tigers. Hayward now in centre field with Twal. Straightens up. Offloads back to Hayward. Goes right to Luai. Under pressure from Harris DeVita. Spins past him though. Launches it right to Toa. Pereira can't quite get him wrapped up. Toa with a great chance here. Stopped a metre short. Good stuff at the minute here from the Tigers. 14 minutes to go in the first half. Hayward launches it back towards centre field with Dewey. Kicks the ball through. No one's chasing. Let's get an awkward bounce. They get an awkward bounce. The Tigers put one down. Samuel Afainu with the try. They answer back. This will be 14-6. Couple great carries there. Firstly, from Samuel Afainu and then from Toa. Getting him into a good field position. The kick didn't look great. Like, it was an awkward kick, bit of curve on it. But I thought the Warriors would have been able to snatch that up easily. But then there's a knock-on. Lack of communication as well, I think, but then pounced on. This should be 6 for the Tigers. And currently, my bet is losing as of right now. Well, not just yet. Once I get the kick, it'll be losing. But the bet's off. The dream's off. That's a well-placed kick. Well, awkward from Dewey. It didn't look like much was going to happen there, but at least there was a chance to force a repeat set, at the very least. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers are back in it a little bit. Oh, I've completely forgotten to add the try markers. I completely forgot. Who scored? I know. Who got the first one? Harris DeVita. I completely forgot to bloody add them. Right. Pereira got one. And Leia Tower got one as well. And then, first try from Samuel Afainu. Dewey to add the extras right in front of the sticks. And the kick from Dewey is good. Go the Tiger, says Snortle. Well, they've answered back. So yeah, there we go. Emojis up on screen. Now you can see. Beautiful. See, that one didn't make the chat there, Chris. That's a yellow card, that, Chris, honestly. That's shocking. That's shocking. 12 minutes and 22 seconds to go. 8-point lead for the Wars. I need the Warriors to win from this point on. Scoreline-wise. Need them to win by a point from this point on. So Taruva, awkward collection. Ooh, a couple of Warriors players colliding with each other there. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Hayward at dummy half, 15 out from his own line. Hands it off. And it's now with Sione Fani with the next carry. 12 minutes to go. Hayward, right to Polly. Good carry up towards the 40. State of origin, crazy. Yeah, I was hoping Queensland would be a bit more competitive in that one. Right to Dewey. Good meters. The Tigers are up for it now. They are really up for it. 35 meters out. 11 minutes 40 to go. Back towards the middle. Twal goes left to Luai. Cuts back towards the middle. Looking for an offload. Gets one to Bula. 11.5 to go. Still the fourth tackle. Right to Sione Fainu. And he's eventually going to be tackled just shy of the 20. Last one for the Tigers. Back towards the middle to Dewey. Aims a kick towards the back right corner. Tapiki underneath it. Goes up, takes it cleanly. Comes down with it about 2 or 3 meters out from his own line. Pereira with the first carry. The Tigers are like, they're in this game now. They're in this game. They could pin the Warriors back here too. It's now a nickel clock start. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Stopped on the 10. Harris DeVita at dummy half. Goes right to Varmonga. Up towards the 20, just shy of it. And there's still 2 tackles to go. They've done really well to restrict meters here, the Tigers. Now with Laban. just over the 20. Last one coming up. This is a great defensive set from the Tigers. They'll kick from their own 20. Harris Tavita puts boot to ball. This will be collected. 25 out from Taruva. And up towards the 40 and just over it. Great place to start the set for the Tigers. They're on it now. They're really on it. 10 minutes 15 to go in the first half. Next carry. Stop just shy of halfway. That is Skelton with the latest carry. Completion rate's been great from the Tigers too. That's helped them massively. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 10 minutes to go in the first half. Whee. 3 tackles to go for the Tigers. Hayward in centre field now with a forward and a 6 again for ruck infringement. A forward takes it over the 40 inside Warriors territory. Hayward at dummy half goes left to Twalt. Nearly knocked on from Samuel Lafino. It was a knock on. He's adamant it wasn't. They can challenge. Okay, he wants a challenge. I think he did knock on, by the way. Okay, he was adamant with a challenge. So we are going to challenge. Or they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a loose carry. Let's have a gander. So challenge for the Tigers. That looks like a bit of a loose carry there. I think his hand stays on it, to be fair. Just looked a bit loose. But I think he's got it. Or maybe it comes off his right hand for a second there. Yes, it does. There is separation. I think there is separation. They might say inconclusive, though. I don't know. Well, this will be successful. Okay. 9.5 to go. Second tackle for the Tigers. Now in centre field with Bunty Afoa. He's brought down 25 metres out left to centre field. Great chance for the Tigers here. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Out the back to Luai. Shifting the ball right. Across to Bula. Steps past one. Tries to step back inside. Wrapped up and take it to ground on the 20. Thoughts on the match so far? Pretty good. Good energy from both. It's kind of swung in terms of momentum. Some of the meters for the Warriors have been a bit too easy, but that was a lot of it was when Tigers had 12 men. A few too many errors from the Warriors when they could apply a bit more pressure, but it's been a decent game so far. Ball over the top. Offload in the corner. Now with Skelton, kicks the ball towards a post on the last tackle. Varmonga goes up, takes it cleanly, returns over the 10. Breaks past one, over the 20. 25 out of his own line. Warriors on the front foot here. They need to quick play the ball. Luai slowing it down. That could be a 6 again very easily, but it's not. It's going to be Laban with the next carry. Makes about a metre or so. It's been a pretty good game. Good energy. I've liked it. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Good step. Nearly a clean break through the middle. That's too easy so far in 2 of these plays for the Warriors. Egan goes left to Fisher-Harris, then to Harris-DeVita. Oh, flat ball and a knock-on. Warriors, too many knock-ons here. Too many. 8 minutes, 10 to go in the first half. Hayward at dummy half goes left to Taruva. Straight up through centre field, stopped just shy of the 20. 8 minutes to go in the first half. 100% completion from the Tigers, 12 out of 16 for the Warriors. 4 incomplete sets. 75%. It's not great. It is left to Samuel Lafino on the halfway line. 3 tackles to go for the Tigers. 7 minutes 35 to go. It's right to Luai. Now with Twalt. 45 metres out. Hayward at dummy half. Goes right to Seyfarth. Then across to Dewey. Out the back to Bula. Slightly awkward ball. Shrugs off one defender though. Stopped on halfway. 7 minutes 15 to go. Last tackle. Short side right to Dewey. Chips and chases over the top. Collects on the full on the 20 from Taupiki. Spins and returns up towards the 30. The whistle is blown for a Warriors penalty. High shot. That's extremely helpful for my bet. Thank you. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Seyfarth is the culprit. It's not a great kick from Dewey. It's just straight into the hands of Taupiki. 6 minutes 45 to go. They kick to touch and they'll start a brand new set just shy of halfway. There's going to be a tap from Urmaya Toeva, who's on the field for the first time. Hopefully I haven't butchered that name. Next carry from Fisher Harris. Clark is leading the hard-earned index. 6.5 to go. On the 40, Egan at dummy half goes right to Martin. Switches back. Now Ivamonga stopped just shy of the 30 in centre field. 6 minutes 15 to go. Egan goes right to Clark. Straightens up with a carry up towards a 20. 2 tackles left for the Warriors. Egan goes left to Varmonga. Out the back to Martin. Shifting it left now with Harris DeVita. Rockets that ball into the hands of Pompey. But it's tackled 6 metres out. Now with Harris DeVita. Kicks cross field towards the right of the post. Awkward placement. Collected by Macassini though. Well taken. 5 minutes 45 to go. Tigers are only 5 out from their own line. Stop it, Chris. That's awful. Awful. Next carry. 15 out from their own line. Oh, for God's sake. Warriors. Penalties and errors haven't helped. The Tigers have really stepped up. But it's just silly things from the Warriors. They started so well, but they've just not been as disciplined, not been as professional in this second quarter. Tap from Macassini now with Luai. We have to go back and do it again. Okay, back underway. Is now with Seyfarth with a carry up towards halfway. Just less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. Good chance for the Tigers to get some more points back on the board here. In good field position. Good carry from 12. 35 out from the Warriors try line. Slammed into the ground. Second tackle. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Out the back to Bula. Takes the carry over the 30. 25 out. Maybe just less. 4.5 to go. 3 tackles left. It is left to Paulet. Good tackle there. 15 out from the try line. In centre field with 12. Fourth tackle. It's across to Dewey. On the 10. Caught in a dead end. Take it to ground there from Laban. Good tackle. Trying to smack the ball out. 4 minutes and 12 to go. Hayward goes left on the last tackle to Seyfarth. Then to Luai. Kicks the ball through. Played at 6 again for the Tigers. Bula 5 metres out from the try line. Or is that still the last? I could have sworn that was played at. They could challenge. Yeah, that was absolutely played at. That was very easily played at. Yes, this will be a 6 again for the Tigers, about 5 metres out. Okay. Right then, 2 successful challenges from the Tigers in this game so far. Bula, hurry up and play the ball. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, switch on, lad. 7 metres out, Hayward goes right to Dewey. Now with Polly in centre field. Takes it back over the 10. 5 metres out between the sticks. 3 minutes 45 to go. Hayward, 5 metres out between the posts, goes right to Dewey. Switches back to Sione Finu. They lose about a metre there, just right at the post. 4 tackles to go. Hayward Left to Bula, then to Dewey. Flat ball across to Samuel Lafanu. Offloads over the top. Collected by Macassini. Cuts back inside. Offloads the ball back inside again. Hayward, quick hands to Twal. Stopped on the 10. Loses the ball. Tried to offload it. Ends up being a knock-on. It might have been knocked down by the Warriors, actually. Oh, they all say knock-on Warriors. It's going to be a 6 again for the Tigers. Do the Warriors want to challenge? I wouldn't. I'll be honest. I wouldn't. Unless they're adamant, I wouldn't challenge. Okay, they will challenge. There's a good point there. At the very least, it might have been knocked backwards from the Warriors in relation to the ground. It does go backwards, to be fair. It's not Tamari. Okay. Interesting. What a mess this is. And collected by the Tigers. I think this will be Warriors ball. Oh. Oh, successful challenge, but Tigers have the ball. Yeah, fair enough. Fair dues. I'll be honest with you, Harry, I couldn't tell you any of their songs. I genuinely couldn't tell you. If I heard one, I might think, oh yeah, that sounds familiar, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I don't think I've ever hated any of their songs. Ruck infringement for the Tigers. Samuel Lafanu, 5 metres out over on the left edge of the park. 2 minutes 45 to go. He's going to play this for Hayward. A lot of great territory here for the Tigers. Luai kicks through early in this set. Collected by Tarpiki on the try line. And is stopped 2 or 3 out from his own line. 2.5 minutes to go. Harris to Vita. Next carry from Leotau up towards the 10. And it's Compera with the next carry. Over the 10. 15 out from his own line. Best band in the world? Well, I'll take your word for it. Next carry over the 20. 25 metres out from their own line. 2 tackles to go for the Waz. Egan, right to Clark. At least they've gotten out of trouble now, up towards a 40. They just got to stop dropping the ball inside the midfield. Egan on the last tackle, 2 minutes to go, goes right to Martin on the 40. Aims a kick towards the back right corner, collected 15 out from Bowler. Returns up towards the 30. Best match I've ever watched live? I don't know if I can answer that. That would be difficult to really think of. I mean, the time we beat Saints in the playoffs in 24 was obviously a great game. But there would have been some other ones. I'd have to really think about it, to be honest. I'm not too sure. Next carry through the middle from Polle up towards a 40. Tigers are on it. They are well on it right now. Shifting the ball right. And it's now a Dewey stopped on the Warriors 30. 1 minute to go in the first half. In centre field with Luai. Aims a kick towards the back left. A lot of height on this one. Coming down 15 out. Collected by Bowler. Offloads it to Seyfarth. Now with Macassini in the back left corner. Offloads back inside to Seyfarth. Can he get an offload? Just about to Bowler. Still has it. Nice little fancy stuff there from Bowler in the left corner. Or left touchline. Is eventually tackled. 30 seconds to go in the first half. 25 to go. Martin needs to get a move on here. It's now going to be next carry from, I think that's Nickel Cluckster. No, it's not. It definitely is not. It's Taupiki, sorry. Warriors shifting it left. Are they having to go here? I think they are. Oh, they have to surrender. And that's going to be half time. Okay then. Well, it was a decent start to the game. A lot of errors from the Warriors kind of killed it a little bit. I'm not saying it because you're a Saints fan. I'm just saying it because it was a great game. But yeah. Second quarter, a lot of errors from the Warriors. Like, really could have done a lot more damage in this half. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's have a look at statistics for this game. Well, Tigers, they really switched it on in the second quarter. Can they bring it back, though? That's the question. Will the Warriors get some energy? Start off better in the second half? We'll have to see. Team stats. 53% possession for the Tigers. They've had 2 minutes, 20 more time in possession. 95% completion to the Warriors, 85%. From the Warriors, more runs, more meters, but more post-contact meters from the Tigers. 7 line breaks to 1 for the Wars. 25 tackle breaks to 21. 15 more meters per set on average. More kick return meters, quicker play the balls. 8 offloads from the Tigers to the Warriors, 2. Higher tackle efficiency from the Tigers. 24 missed tackles each. 8 ineffective from the Warriors, 2 from the Tigers. 5 errors from the Warriors. 3 penalties each. 3 ruck infringements as well. Oh, McGregor's fighting again. It's Holloway. I didn't actually... I think I heard something about McGregor coming back. Okay. Okay, then I'll put up a poll for the second half. Right then, folks, get your votes in on the fresh poll. Think Warriors hold on? I do, but the Tigers are looking good at the minute, so it's getting a bit iffier, Joshua. Okay, so if you got a vote, add it to the poll. Let's see what people think. Warriors leading 14-6 at half-time. I need them to cover 9 points. I need them to be safe there. We'll see what they can do. Hopefully the second half's same kind of start. Slow down a bit? Yes, indeed. Too many errors. Errors are an issue. Okay, let's have a look at player stats. Right, Tigers meters. The most is Bula with 99. Polly has 96, actually. Most post-contact meters is Bula with 55. Polly with 42. 1 line break from Toa. Tackle breaks 5 from Toa as well. 3 from Makasini. And for tackles, 23 from Twalt, with just 1 missed tackle. Errors, 1 from Bula, 1 from Dewey. Let's have a look at the Wars. So most meters, Tarpiki 103, Camperera 103, Halasima 95, Clark 95. Most post-contact meters is Clark with 32. Line breaks from Nickel Cluckster with 1, same with Fisher Harris and Halasima, 2 with Camperera and Leotawa. Tackle breaks 4 from Leotawa, 4 from Laban, and 4 from Vayamanga. Tackles made, 24 from Egan, 24 from Clark. And errors, 1 from Pompey, Martin, Fisher Harris, Stour Smith, and Iremai Toava. Whichever one. Okay. Who do you think will win the grand final? My pick is Leeds. Yeah, as of right now, Leeds. I'm seeing a Leeds-Wigan grand final. I think... I think as of right now, it's Leeds first, Wigan second, Wakey sort of level with KR for chances to get to the grand final. I think Warrington's next with Lee, but Warrington will jump back up to KR, Wakey's tier, if Warrington gets everyone back. And that's the only way Warrington makes the grand final is we get everyone back. As of right now, it's not happening. But I think it's Leeds-Wigan grand final seems like the most likely one to make, because I think they'll finish first and second. Then I can't see them losing the semis. So, we'll see. This fan, is it going on? Yeah, it's going on. Why not? Why deprive myself? Okay. Hot take, but I think Warrington will slip out of the top six at the end of the season. Only if we're still if we've still got a bunch of injuries. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. But yeah, with the team we've got now, we can drop out the top six. But yeah, we just need guys back in. Taylor Ray at the very least. I'm not sure how long Josh Douglas is out for as well. That's an issue. Actually, what squad did we announce? Let's have a look. Taylor Ray's in the squad, but I don't think he's playing. I don't know why Jake Thulis isn't being picked either. So Taylor Ray, King is in the squad, Hobwarte, Ashton, Sneed, Walker, Harrison, Holroyd, Curry, Sipley, Byrne, Irwin Hayes, Bentley, Thomas, Philbin, Wood, Smith, Hartel, Tanganoa, Webster. So who do we put at fullback? Is Taylor Ray fit? Do we put Irwin at fullback again? Do we put Webster there? I don't know what we're doing. At least Sipley's back in, so we've got some sides off the bench. That helps. At the very least, that helps. I don't think that's true, Harry. I don't think that's true. I wouldn't say easy. Just need the Warriors to start the second half well again. 5 votes, 60% of the Warriors to win. From this point on, we will see. So tries so far from Samuel Lafinu. First try from Fisher Harris. Other tries from Khan Pereira and Laird Tower. 2 missed kicks from Pompey. And one was fairly easy as well, which I think he should have got. I have Wigan 24-10. Let's be real, we don't. Let's be real, we don't. Good try from Compera before. But Tigers have done well to come back, especially after going a man down. When they got back to 13 on 13, they did really well. Much more energy through the middle. Offensively looked better. Couple half breaks as well. Plenty of offloads too. So who are we missing at the minute? So Taylor Ray, Thulis. We have been missing King. Have missed Ashton. Lindop's out. Gardner's out for the season. Williams is out. Luke Yates is out for the season. Harrison's been out. Sipley's been out, but he's back. Jordy Crowther, I think, is out as well. Stone's out. Holroyd's been out. So yeah, we've had a lot. Harry, it's the last time I'll say it. We've got a lot of injuries. It's not a competition. I'm not going to get into a battle with you on who's got more injuries. We've got a lot. We don't have it easy. That's the last thing I'll say on that. It's kind of boring me now. If the Warriors are just clean, if they're disciplined on both sides of the ball, second half they'll be fine. If you're still not voted yet on the poll, get in there. Well, you've just heard me say who's missing. You've just heard me say who is missing now. I'll go through one more time who's missing now. So I believe Taylor Ray, Thulis, Lindop, Gardner, Williams, Yates. Yates is 6. Crowther's 7. Stone is 8. So yeah, we've got 8 missing, which is still a lot of people. Okay. I just want to get this started, to be honest. I want to get back underway. I want to get moving. What do you have for subs anyway? 18,453. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Be very kind of you. So, reminder of streams for the rest of the weekend. Well, who have you got out then, Harry? Who have you got out? What was I going to do? I just had it in my head what I was going to do, and now I've forgotten. Mate, what was I going to do? I've completely forgotten. Well done, me. My brain's going. It's not working anymore. Oh, yes. Stream schedule for the rest of the week. That's what I was going to do. So just let you guys know. So match reviews and stream highlights will be posted to TikTok. I need to do the York Hull one. And then I'll post a match review for this to TikTok as well once it's done. I need to wait for the highlights to come out. So later today at 7:45, I'm doing Wigan versus Warrington. Tomorrow, I'm doing Roosters versus Eels. And tomorrow afternoon, I'm doing Hull KR versus Wakefield. And then Sunday, there's 2 streams, but neither are confirmed because I've got plans. Well, at 1:45 a.m, I'm doing Argentina versus Switzerland. I'm out for a barbecue Saturday night after the KR Wakey game because we're watching England-Norway. If I'm still out late, then I'll be missing Argentina-Switzerland. But if I'm home in time, then I'll do that one. I'm then also currently going to the cinema, which would clash with Saints-Toulouse. If that ends up being cancelled, then I'll do Saints versus Toulouse on Sunday. So I'm going to end this poll 6 votes. Well, it's now gone to 7. 71% of the Warriors to win from this point on. Okay, we'll get back underway for the second half in a second. We're close. We're close. Right then. Come on, Wars. Let's extend the lead. It's currently an 8-point lead. That's not good enough. I need him to get 1 more point. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back underway for the second half. 14-6 to the Warriors. Tigers kick to the Wars. And first carry is going to be from Fisher Harris. Taking it just over the 10. About 13 out from his own line. Egan. Next carry through the middle there. Takes him up towards a 20. And 20 seconds gone in the second half. Egan at dummy half. Goes right to Valmonga. Eventually goes out the back. Oh, stop dropping the ball. For God's sake, Warriors. Can you just please stop dropping the ball? Do you mind? Oh my God. What a way to start the half. Oh my God. 40 seconds gone. Tigers are 13 metres out between the sticks. Hayward goes right. Next carry from Twal. 45 seconds gone. Oh my God. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Switches back to Sione Fainu. 1 minute gone. Tigers are 5 metres out. 3 tackles to go. Hayward left to Bula. Then to Dewey. Across to Luai. Ball across. Knock on. Collected by Nickel Cluckstad. Gets an offload. He could have just got up himself. And then a knock on. Look, it's a double knock on. Nickel Cluckstad just could have got up himself. He didn't know, to be fair, but 1 minute 20 gone. God, what a mess so far from both sides. What a mess. Just over a minute and a half gone. This will be Warriors ball. On their own 10, it's a scrum. So Tamari Martin's going to feed this ball in. Egan out the back, and he goes left to Pompey. Down the left edge of the park, 15 out from his own line. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Egan, short side left. 25 out from their own line. Next carry from Fisher Harris, still down the left edge, over the 30. Few metres shy of the 40. 3 tackles still to go for the Wars. Egan goes right to Clark. Ball across to Martin. Good hands. Chance for a break here. Laban. Loads of room to run. No real support at the minute. Carries up towards the 30. Bumps off 1. Now in Leia Tower. Should have given the ball to Nickel Cluckstad. Should have given the ball. 13 metres out. 2.5 gone. Still 2 tackles to go though. Great metres here for the Warriors. This is the kind of threat they've got. Left to Martin. Space on the left-hand side. Maybe could have kicked through towards the corner. Last tackle stopped on the 10. Iremai Tuava shifts it right. Now kick towards the right of the post. It is knocked on from the Tigers. Well, the same first Warriors. They could challenge. Maybe it was. Okay, well, this is Tigers ball on their own 10. First carry is going to be from Macassini. Makes about 3 metres. Second tackle, Hayward at dummy half. In centre field. Shifting it left to Skelton. God, I completely forgot his name then, Jesus. 3.5 minutes gone. Taruva through centre field. Over the 20. A few metres shy of the 30. 3 tackles to go for the Tigers. It is right to safe off and a 6 again for ruck infringement. Can the Warriors just switch on, please? Do they mind? Great offload to Hayward as well, over the 40. Stop just shy of halfway. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Shifting it left now to Luai. Then to Samuel Afanu. Stopped 5 short of halfway. 3 tackles still to go for the Tigers. Slow getting up here, Fanu. Now with Macassini. I'm going to yawn. Sorry, folks. Inside Warriors territory, 45 metres out. 3 tackles to go. Right to Seyfarth. Out the back to Dewey. Jammed into by, I think that's Egan. Gets an offload. Might have been knocked on from Pompey. They're saying it's a double knock on. I'm not sure who gets it, though. I thought that was a knock on from Pompey. But I'm actually not sure which way the call's gone. I'll be honest with you. It's not very clear. Or maybe it was just Bula. It is a Warriors scrum, just shy of halfway. 5 minutes gone in the second half. They feed the ball in, and they go right to Nickel Cluckstad, who straightens up with the carry over halfway. Good carry there. 45 metres out from the try line. In centre field with Egan at dummy half. It is left to Clark, through the middle, over the 40, 35 metres out. Push back a few metres as well. back on the 40. Left to centre field with Egan at dummy half. 4 tackles to go. Fisher-Harris through centre field up towards the 30. Now there's 3 tackles left in this set. 5.5 minutes gone. Egan. Left to Harris DeVita. Switch back to Pompey. Stopped on the 20. In centre field. 2 to go. Egan in centre field. Goes left to Harris DeVita. Straightens up over the 10. Good carry. 5 metres out. Quick play the ball as well. Egan, short side left. There's a bit of space on the left-hand side. Bullet across in the corner. Cabrera kicks through, chases. Goes dead in goal. But it's a penalty for the Warriors, I think. It is. And Cabrera was taken out. Okay. So they wanted a penalty try. They're not going to get it. Referee says that Bula was in proximity. So it's not going to be a penalty try, but it is a penalty for the Warriors. Yeah, Taruva took him out after the kick. But yeah, Bula was there. So fair enough. Penalty for the Warriors. No need to go for 2 because it's an 8-point gap. If they score a try, that would help me massively. My exact score's still on, to be fair. 36-16 is on. Had just over 6.5 minutes gone. Egan goes right to Martin. Switches back to Varmonga. He's going to play this 5 metres out between the sticks. Second tackle. Egan at dummy half. Goes left to Martin. Drops the ball off to Urmia Tuava. 7 minutes gone. Egan shifts it right to Clark. Not sure where to go, but straightens up with a carry. Stops a metre short the try line. 2 tackles to go. Egan out the back to Martin, shifting it right. Ball across. Nickel Cluckstaff steps back inside. Wrapped up 5 out near the right touchline. Last tackle for the Warriors. Tarpiki at dummy half. Back towards the middle now with Martin. Kicks cross field. Got a contest left of the post. It's knocked on by the Tigers. Collected by Twal. I thought it was a very clear knock on from the Tigers, but it's backwards from the Warriors apparently. Okay. Fair enough. Taruva with the first carry. Stops on the 10. Just don't give away a penalty here, Warriors. Please. Don't give away a penalty. I beg you. Nearly 8 minutes gone in the second half. Next carry is going to be from Fainu down the right edge. Next carry through the middle from Taruva. Second one of the set. 8 minutes gone in the second half. 2 tackles left for the Tigers. Now with 12 through centre field over the 30. 35 out from his own line. Last one coming up. It is right to Dewey. Puts boot to ball. Drills this one low over the 40. Now the 30. Collected 25 out from Tarpiki. Returns over the 30. Cutting towards the left-hand side. Offloads the ball. Cabrera. Maybe could have given the ball there. Stopped on the 40. Harris DeVita now with Pompey. In centre field. A few metres shy of halfway. Plenty of tackles to go as well. 8.5 gone in the second half. Egan goes right to, I think that's Leia Tower. It is. Strong carry there. 3 tackles to go. 3 tackles to go down the short side right. And a 6 again, actually. Tarpiki. Break here for Nickel Cluckstaff, or half break. Stop 25 metres out near the right touchline. Plays for Egan. Back towards the middle. Tarpiki now with Stower Smith. Spins and is taken to ground on the 20. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Great chance for the Warriors here. Left to Vaimanga. Shifts it left to Martin. Cut out ball to Cabrera. Has to step back inside. Still on the 20. Might have to surrender here, and he does. 3 tackles to go. On the 20 in centre field. Egan goes right to Martin. Switches back to Laban. Takes it up towards the 10. Good carry. 2 tackles to go. 9.5 gone in centre field. 10 metres out. Egan. Left to Vaimanga. Across to Martin. If you can get a ball off the space on the left-hand side. Loads of space. Cabrera in the corner. Steps back inside. Good finish. Good effort to get across from the Tigers because there was so much space in that corner. But they did well to bust a gut to get across. But simple step inside from Cabrera. That's a double for him. So limiting the knock-ons in the last couple of minutes. Limiting the penalties as well. Restricting meters for the Tigers. Starting sets in good field position. Getting up the field. Executing. With a bit of rhythm. Bit of momentum. So much better there. Right, let's have this second one onto Camperera, shall we? All right. So the lead will be extended for the Waz. It's be 18-6 with a kick to come. I could ideally do with a kick here. Every point helps. Let's get this updated. $64 tries in 63 games. Jesus. Tries confirmed. So it went from Varmonga out the back to Martin. Managed to get an offload to Pompey. Ball across to Camperera. Steps back inside. Dives over. So good effort to scramble. But well done, Camperera. Love Camperera, me. Great player. Great player. That's 2 for him. I did back him anytime. I did. So I went with Warriors 13+, Camperera anytime. Exact scoreline is still on as well. Tough kick. It's going to be Harris DeVita going for the 2, actually. They're taking Pompey off it after an important miss. An easy miss last time. Right, tough kick near the touchline. We'll see what he can do. Can he make it a 13+ game? Not right next to the touchline, but close to it. Harris DeVita. To add the extras. Over on the left-hand side. Steps up. And the kick is... Looks good. It is good. This will be 20 points to 6. 13+ for the Waz. Lovely stuff. I've currently got a 6-point buffer. So I could do with the Warriors scoring again, ideally. Such a great Warriors team. If they can get Ford and Barnett in, obviously I think Barnett, he's just rested after State of Origin, I think. But Ford and Barnett back in the pack as well. I think the Warriors can win it all. I think they could. The Panthers are so good, but the Warriors could do it. So back underway, this will be collected 5 out from Taupiki. Hands it off to Stower Smith, and he takes the carry just over the 10. About 12 or 13 out from his own line. 28.5 minutes to go in this game. Now with Varmonga, it's been a solid impactful player off the bench this season for the Warriors. Egan goes right to Laban. Bumps off one. That's Polle. Good carry just shy of the 30. Well, that might be the 40. 40 actually. It is. 3 tackles to go. Egan goes right to Taupiki. A couple steps. Shrugs off a few defenders. And up towards halfway. 2 tackles to go for the Waz. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Egan. Left to Fisher Harris. Out the back to Martin. Across to Harris DeVita. Now with Pompey. Straightens up with a carry. Up towards the Tigers 30. Good carry. Last tackle coming up. Egan. They've made 69 metres on this set. Solid stuff. Now with Martin, puts boot to ball, aiming towards the back left corner, coming down about 15 out. Bula goes up, knocks on, collected by Harris DeVita, flicks it backwards, picked up by Egan. He's going to go for a try. Bula's had a couple drops in this game. Nice flick on from Harris DeVita. Nice flick back, mate. Jesus. Did he even know? Were the comms? Was Egan saying, flick it back, brother? I don't know. But it was silky. It's a bit of fortune there for the Warriors. Mistake from Bula. That's going to be Egan with a try. 20. Are they going to... Is it close enough to add the extras? We'll see. So Egan goes in. I think the kick's possible. I'm going to give him the conversion. So let's... Well, that's not right. It says 22 on the scoreboard. That's not right. It should be 24. I'm not losing my mind, am I? Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the website, it's fine. It's 24 with a kick to come. Yeah, the scoreboard on screen just caught me off guard then. I think this will be 26, so I'll just add that on. Okay. That's it. I think it might be. We'll see if the Tigers can have the same kind of comeback that they did towards the back end of the first half or in the second quarter. See if they can step up. Warriors, hopefully they don't go back to, you know, ill discipline and dropping balls, hopefully. Just waiting on the... Oh. Actually, it wasn't a flick back. It was knocked out. It wasn't flicked back. It was knocked out by Bula. Try hasn't been confirmed yet, I don't think. Well, it's... This is not confirmed. At least I don't think it is. Try is now confirmed. Okay. There we go. I thought the pickup was fine. I thought there was a flick back from Harris to Vita, but it was pushed out. But that was backwards anyway. Yeah, the chairman... Oh, I'm not, you know, I'm so dyslexic, I'm not even starting. Not even... No, not happening. Not happening. I'll read one. Did you hear the chairman of Dyslexic Society got an OBE and he says, how do I play it? How do I play that? The kick is good. It is 26-6 for the Warriors. I think they've confirmed the victory at this point. It's just by how much. But there's still 26 minutes to go. So now I've got a 10-point buffer, which is good for the bet. So as of right now, I've currently got 2 out of 14. As of right now. But the problem is I've got Wigan -8. So actually it might be -10. Huddersfield -2 as well. So if Warrington win today, there better be some other upsets in that bet. If Warrington's the only team that upsets my bet, I'm actually going to be more frustrated than anything. Next carry from Polle, up towards the 20. They won the ball back from a short kickoff. Just kind of missed that. Second tackle. Tigers with a 6 again, 15 out. There's a switch back to Sione Fanu. 14.5 minutes gone. It's a good chance for the Tigers to get back into it. Left to Dewey. Then across to Polle on the 10. Just inside the 10 now, about 9 metres out between the sticks. Second tackle. Hayward looks left but goes right to Terrell May. Gets an offload back to Hayward. Goes right to Sione Fanu. Trying to step past one. Gets an offload to Bula. Still on the 10. Still the second. Stopped about 9 metres out over on the right-hand side. In centre field with May. Shifts it left to Luai. Ball at the back to Dewey. Ball across. Good cut-out pass in the corner. Skelton. Good scramble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 defenders getting across there from the Warriors. 2 tackles to go. Macassini back towards middle to Dewey. Then across to May. Might just have to take the tackle here. Stopped 11 metres out in centre field. Last tackle for the Tigers coming up. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Aims a kick towards the back right corner. In an awkward spot. It is collected by Harris DeVita, but tackled in goal. This will be a goal line dropout. Fair dues. But good stuff there from the Tigers. They won the ball back from kickoff. Could have scored in the corner, but good scramble from the Warriors. And then an awkward kick, getting a 6 again. And a repeat set. Fair dues. Short dropout from the Warriors. It won't reach the 10. Did it go out over the 10? I think the Warriors will get the ball back here. So, okay, it bounced behind the 10, but bounced out over the 10. That is perfect. That is literally perfect. Does Nickel Cluckster have a guilty face? Because if it touched anyone, it's him. I think he's okay. He's left to Campera off the back of a scrum. Warriors are about 13 out from their own try line. Next carry through the middle from Fisher Harris. Up towards the 20. In centre field. Next carry from Aramia Tuava. I'm guessing pronunciation there. I'm guessing it. Next carry. Was that Niokore? I think that said 17. I think it was Niokore. Warriors shift it right. Cut out ball. Hand on it from Skelton. That's a big stop then, because there would have been a clean break for the Warriors. So it's a repeat set for the Wars in centre field. Oh, sorry, in the midfield. That's a huge stop, though. Great ball from Martin. Fair dues. Well, this will be a fresh set of 6 for the Warriors on halfway. First carry is going to be from Stowers Smith. Stop just shy of the 40. Nearly into the final quarter of the game. Egan goes right to Fisher Harris. Out the back to Martin. Then to Talpiki. Quick hands to Nickel Cluckster, who drops it. Possibly backwards. Referee says it is backwards. 18 minutes gone in the second half. Plays it 45 metres out from the try line near the right touchline as well. Niokore with a carry. Over the 40. 35 out from the line as well. Good carry. 3 tackles to go. Egan at dummy half. Short side right to Talpiki. Goes at the line. Knocks on. Tigers have it 25 out from their own line. Now up towards the 20. Next carry through centre field from Sione Fainu. Makes a few extra metres there up towards the 30. Next carry from Taruva. 10 line breaks to 0. 6 again for ruck infringement. 10 line breaks to 0. It's going to be Pole with the next carry. Up towards a 40. Hayward in centre field. Left to May. And up towards a halfway line. 21 minutes to go in the first, in the game, sorry. 3 tackles left. Hayward goes left to Luai. Has to cut back inside. Wrapped up on the 40. Actually gets an offload back to Hayward. His cap comes off. And it's 12 with a carry. Just shy of the 40. 2 tackles left. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Then across to Bula. Quick hands. Now with... Oh, that's the only finally playing at centre. Right, okay. Last tackle for the Tigers. It's now with Dewey. 30 metres out. Puts boot to ball. Coming down on the 10 for Tarpiki. Goes up and knocks on. Collected by 12. It's just another knock on from the Wars, mate. You love to see it. You love to see it. So, fresh set of 6 for the Tigers. 15 out with Luai. It is left to Dewey. Quick hands, but it's going to be a knock on. Collected by Leotawa. And this will be a set of 6 again for the Tigers. They'll set up shortly. Folks, we're into the final quarter. Wait. Okay, so chance for the Tigers to get another try on the board here. Still got that 10-point buffer. So scrum on the 20 for the Tigers down the left edge of the park. Second half completions, both have had 3 incomplete sets. The Tigers back in centre field now with Dewey. Switching back to Polly. 15 out. Made that 11 out. In centre field, good carry. Hayward in centre field. A dummy half goes left to 12. Then across to May. Nearly slips through. Tries to get an offload but loses the ball. Goes dead in goal. 7 tackle set. 20 metre tap for the Warriors. Oh, Tigers are challenging. So on-field rulings knock on Tigers. Wait, they said there's a tackle off the ball. So what they just said? Yeah, they believe there's a tackle off the ball. So let's have a look. I mean, there is a tackle off the ball, like, ish, but they're not doing anything to him. And it, like, I don't know. So it is going to be a Tigers penalty, I think, but nothing further. All right. Tigers penalty. Chance to apply a bit more pressure in 19 minutes to go. I think every challenge has been successful so far. There's been like 3 or 4 of them, so fair enough. So tap on the 10 from Hayward. Goes right to Dewey. Then to 12 through centre field. He's going to play this ball 8 or 9 out between the sticks. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Fakes the switchback, then hands it off to Sione Fainu. 9 metres out right at the post. Plays over Hayward. Launches it left to Polly in centre field. 5 metres out between the posts. 3 tackles to go. Hayward at dummy half. Launches the ball left to Luai. Fakes the switchback, then gives it back to Seyfarth. Wasn't expecting it. Picked up by Martin. Offloads the ball to Nickel Cluckstar. Bit of room to run up towards the 30 and over it. Now towards the 40. Bit of a mess there in the attack from Luai and Seyfarth. He wasn't expecting it. It's now with Stowers Smith, just shy of halfway. Plenty of tackles to go for the Warriors as well. And it's now with Leotower. Could get an offload here, not quite. 45 metres out, 18 minutes to go in this game. Plays for Healy, who's finally on the field for Wade Egan. And up towards the 30 with a scoop from Healy. Decent metres on the opening carry. Harris DeVita back towards the middle to Fisher Harris. 25 metres out, slightly left of centre field. 2 tackles to go in centre field with Varmonga. Oh, that's Tueva, sorry. 12 metres out. Last tackle for the Wars, short side right to Martin. Goes at the line. Might look to just turn the ball over, but actually gets an offload to Taupiki. Kicks the ball through towards a post, but in May under pressure, offloads to Bula. Nicely done there from Terrell May, and returns up towards the 10 and over it. 15 out of his own line. That's nicely done from May. Nicely done. Next carry from Polly. Shrugs off 1 and over the 20. That's another good carry there. So they're getting out of trouble. Second tackle, Hayward. Right to Sione Fainu. Over the 30, another good carry. 17 minutes to go. In centre field with May. Stopped on the 40. 2 tackles left for the Tigers. Some good carries on this set. Hayward looks left but goes right to Bunty Afoa. He carries it up towards the halfway line. Last one for the Tigers. He goes right to Dewey. Hits the belly of the ball. A lot of spin on this one. This could be tough here. 15 out. Oh, taken cleanly by Taupiki. Good take. Over the 20. And just shy of the 30. 16 and a half minutes to go. Harris DeVita goes right to Nickel Cluckstar. Down the right edge of the park. Push back towards the 30. He's going to play this for Martin. Next carry from Varmonga. Up towards... Oh, sorry, that's Leotower. Well done, mate. It's because where he's positioned. Shifting it left now with Harris DeVita. Launch it left to Pompey. Over halfway. I've messed up a few names today. I do apologise. 16 minutes to go. There's an offload backwards, but Harris DeVita is wrapped up. 2 tackles to go. Now with Stowers Smith. Takes it back over halfway. Last tackle coming up for the Warriors. 45 metres out. Healy waits a dummy half. Goes right to Tamari Martin on halfway. Puts boot to ball. Aims just to the left of the sticks. Collected 15 out. Not a great kick on the last there. Bula takes it over the 20. 15 and a half to go. And that's where they'll start the set on the 20. Dewey now with Taruva. Straightens up with a carry. Nearly an awkward shot from Stowers Smith there. 4 tackles to go. Next carry through the middle is going to be from Skelton up towards the 30. 3 tackles left. Hayward goes left to Macassini. Pumping his legs over the 30. 35 out from his own line. 91% completion rate for the Tigers. 76 from the Warriors. 40-20 attempt here from Dewey. Distance and angle looks okay. This is close. It goes dead in goal. Nickel Cluckstar, well done, just letting it go dead. 20 metre tap, 7 tackle set. Fair dues. Good effort from Dewey. Really good effort. Would have been a potentially huge game changer. I mean, the Tigers have done well for territory anyway, just haven't put enough points on the board. And it's going to be Carl Pereira with the first carry of this set. 25 out from his own line. Push back a few metres. 14 and a half to go. So plenty of tackles left in this set for the Warriors. Healy Shifts it right to near Corey. Over the 30. Eventually plays for Healy down the right edge. It's now with Clark through centre field. Pumping his legs over the 40. Good carry. In centre field. Next carry from Toeva. Over halfway, 14 minutes to go. 12 offloads to 6 in favour of the Tigers. It is left to Laban, drops the ball backwards, but then at least Hartavita drops it forwards. For God's sakes, man. Warriors could have been so much more convincing in this game, but the errors are just ridiculous. Up the wire, says Ethan. Well, they're playing well enough. It's way too many errors and too many penalties in the second quarter of the game. But luckily, they've been good enough in possession. From the ball right. Now it's Sione Fainu. Carries it over halfway. So good field position for the Tigers and plenty of tackles to go. Just whether they'll actually get some points on the board is the question. Next carry takes him 45 metres out from the Wars try line. 13 minutes to go and 4 tackles left. Hayward back towards centre field now with a forward. Carries it up towards a 40. 3 tackles left. Hayward at dummy half in centre field. Goes left to Luai. Switches back to Seyfarth. Bumps off a few defenders. 35 out from the try line in centre field. 2 tackles left for the Tigers. Quick play of the ball. Hayward with a switch back to Luai. Across to Bula. Take it to ground. 19 metres out in centre field. Last tackle for the Tigers. Hayward goes left to Luai. Option out the back to Dewey. Quick hands across. And Makasini's going to be wrapped up on the 10. And that's where the Warriors will have the ball on their own 10. It's now with Taupiki. Takes a carry through centre field. 15 out from his own line. Just over 12 minutes to go. I still need, for an exact score, I need 10. I actually need 10 points from both teams. So 2 tries from each team I don't think is going to happen in the final 12 minutes. But I do have 13 plus. I do think he'll get the job done. One more I think would definitely seal it. I do have the Warriors -8 in a bet, which I need them to get. So one more try to secure that. It's going to be Healy at dummy half. He goes left to Taupiki over halfway. 45 metres out, last tackle for the Wars coming up. It is left to Harris DeVita. Aims a kick towards the back left. This will come down on the 10 for Jareem Bula. Takes it cleanly. 11.5 to go. And he's wrapped up 15 out from his own try line. It's a long way for the Tigers to go here. And the Warriors are set defensively as well. Plenty of players have to get back on side for the Tigers. Great offload from Taruva. And they shift it left. I think Skelton's going to get wrapped up 15 out from his own line. Wigan will be tough today, but anything can happen. Yeah, I really don't know how that's going to go. Really don't know. 11 minutes left in this game. 3 tackles left for the Tigers. It is right to Afoa. Straightens up through centre field. Over the 30 and a few metres shy of the 40. Last tackle coming up for the Tigers. Sorry, it's the 4th actually. Hayward left to Luai. Ball across to Seyfarth. Looking for an offload. Can't quite get one. He's going to be stopped on halfway. Last tackle. 10 minutes 45 to go. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Hits the belly of the ball. A lot of spin on this one. This might bounce out into touch. Or Taupiki collects it 15 out near the touchline. Cuts back towards the middle. Shrugs off one. Easy break for Taupiki. Over the 40. Steps back inside. Great return from Tani Taupiki. Back towards the middle now with Nickel Cluckster. Across to Camperera. Bumps off one. Space down the left. Across to Pompey. Room to run. Few defenders getting across. Over the 30. Steps back inside. Now the 20. This could be a great try. Of course he loses the ball. Of course he does. How many times do the Warriors want to drop it today? How many times? 10 minutes to go in this game. Oh my God. Nine minutes 35 to go. Lanyon's back on the field. He went off really early. I don't know if it was an injury that forced him to go off. 9.5 to go. Nickel Cluckster is on report, actually. First carry is going to be from Makasini. and up towards the 20. 9 minutes 20 to go. Next carried on the left edge from Skelton on the 30. Plays for Hayward. Not sure where Lanyon's going to be playing then. 13 possibly. Next carry from Seyfarth through centre field. 3 tackles left for the Tigers. Shifting the ball right. Lanyon. Across to Dewey. Then to Bula. Bumps off a few. Cuts back towards the middle. Just less than 9 to go. 2 tackles left for the Tigers. Now over the 40 with Polly. And carries it just shy of halfway. 8 minutes 45 to go. And it is right to Dewey. Hits the belly of the ball again. So come down on the 20. Bounces once. Over the head of Nickel Cluckster. Collects near the touchline just in front of the 10. And he's stopped about 14 out from his own line. 8.5 to go in this game. This game should be like 60-30. Yeah, honestly. It should be. The amount of breaks the Warriors have got and the amount of good territory that the Tigers have had, there should be a lot more points in this game. Tigers in possession. Latest carry was from Khan Pereira. Healy. And next carry is going to be from Clark through centre field. 8 minutes to go in this game. 2 tackles left. Now it's Toeva. A few metres shy of halfway. Last tackle for the Wars. Healy goes left to Harris DeVita. Puts boot to ball. 45 out from his own line. Aims for the back left corner. Collected on the 10 by Jareem Bula. 7 minutes 45 to go. Returns up towards the 20 down the right edge. Couple post-contact meters there. Near the right touchline, 25 out. Dewey scoots down the short side right over the 30. 7.5 to go. Good extra meters there from Dewey. Plays it for Bula. Back towards the middle to Taruva. Seven minutes 20 to go. In centre field with Lanyon. Spreads it left to Luai. Then across. Cut out ball from Bula to Skelton. Steps back inside. Stopped on halfway. 7 minutes to go. 2 tackles left. Great recovery again from the Warriors. It's now with May. Through centre field up towards the 40. Takes the ground. Last tackle. We've got Bula down at the minute. In back play. Oh dear. Right to Dewey. With a Burton bomb. A lot of spin on this one. Good luck, Tani Taupiki. Takes it cleanly. I keep calling him Taupiki, but they say Tuapiki, so I'll try and adjust. I'm just so used to calling him Taupiki. But I shall adjust to Tuapiki. Over the 30 down the left edge for the Wars. 6 minutes 35 to go. Second tackle, Harris DeVita. Next carry from Laban, up towards the 40. 3 tackles left, Healy at dummy half. Now with Clark in centre field, right to Nickel Cluckster. Now with Varmonga, he's been great since coming on. And carries it up towards halfway. 6 minutes 10 to go. 2 tackles left as well. Clark in centre field. Ball across to Martin. Nearly breaks the line, and he does. Great offload to Laban. Support is outside from Harris DeVita. Back inside to Healy. Both the hookers have scored today. And they didn't even need to be paid for it. Well done, lads. Hey. Shit joke, that. But that's a great try from the Warriors. A lot of line breaks today. I don't think there's been a single line break from the Tigers. But they're killing it for line breaks. Just a lot of knock-ons in the process of trying to break the line has really killed some momentum in this game. But luckily, the Warriors have still been strong throughout the rest of the game anyway. But that is a great try from the Wars. Oh, I forgot to... I added the emoji, but not the score. I think they'll get the kick as well. 32-6 will be. Right. I believe I'm going to get Warriors 13+. I think that's locked in now. Just, does the bet come in? Got 12 more to go after this. So well done, Waz. So, only try for the Tigers is from Samuel Afainu. Tries from... Or first one was from Fisher Harris. Second one was Khan Pereira. Third from Leia Tower. And then a try from Egan, Khan Pereira and Healy. Four minutes 40 to go. The clock's ticking away. Great offload to Laban and then back inside to Healy. That's nicely done. 4.5 left. Good afternoon, Adam. Streaming tonight, mate. Yes, Wigan versus Warrington. I'm streaming that one. Harris DeVita to add the extras and make it 32 points to 6. 4.5 to go in this game. Harris DeVita steps up. And the kick is good. 32-6 it shall be. It's been a good game overall from the Warriors. I wouldn't say great, just because of the numbers of errors and penalties. But, I mean, when they haven't been ill-disciplined, they've been great. But over the course of 80 minutes, just too much ill-discipline, too many errors has taken them from great down to good. Even though the scoreline looks like it's been great, they could have been better, but they've still been solid. Can't wait for your first visit to Bradford Thursday. Wakey, fair dues. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy. 4.5 to go. So short kickoff from the Tigers. This will come down on the 30. Knock on, I think, from the Warriors first. It is, I think I say knock on Tigers first. Double knock on. Not sure what the call is. There is a challenge coming in from the Tigers, I think. Okay, they say genuine contest knock on Tigers, but the Tigers will challenge. On-field decision changed. I just missed something there, so I'm a bit confused, but it's Tigers ball, I believe. I think. I just missed it on the bunker then, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's a penalty for the Warriors. Yeah, someone was offside from kickoff, so yeah, makes sense. So they'll kick to touch. Hard-earned index is led by Fisher Harris with 71, Clark 70, Laban 67, Stour Smith 57. Fair enough, honestly. So 35 metres out back in centre field. 3 minutes 40 to go in this game. Healy at dummy half, just less than 30 out in centre field. Eventually, Toiva plays it for him. It is left to Viamonga. 3.5 minutes to go. Back inside the red zone. 19 out. Bit of an entanglement in the ruck there. Eventually plays it for Healy at dummy half. Healy bumps off one. That's Lanyon. Shifts it left. He's going to be tackled just shy of the 10 over on the left edge of the park. 3 minutes 10 to go. And 3 tackles left for the Wars. Back towards the middle to Harris DeVita. Now with Martin. Out the back to Clark. Straightens up with the carry himself. Pumping his legs over the 10. 5 metres out just right at the sticks. 3 minutes to go. 2 tackles left for the Warriors. Healy launches it left. Now with Viamonga. Across to Martin. Spaced on the left-hand side. Tipped on from Harris DeVita. Out the back to Khan Pereira. He's not wasting any time to get to it. That might have been an accidental offside there. Or I think that might have been offside from the Wars. But the Tigers come up with the ball anyway. 2 minutes 35 to go. And it's the Tigers' penalty. Yeah, so there was absolutely no intent from Khan Pereira to actually go back and collect the ball. He kicks it. It's collected in front of the kick by Harris DeVita. Advantage was given to the Tigers. But after the tackle, it's now a penalty. So they'll kick to touch and start a brand new set on the 40. And Polly carries it up towards halfway. 2 minutes 10 to go in this game. Any more points? Any more points at all? If the Tigers get a try and a kick, I believe I've got the exact margin correct. I did say 13 plus Warriors, but I said 36-16. Luai finds an easy break. Support, no real support. Beats Tuapiki. Nickel clocks down with the recovery. Stops in 6 metres out near the left touch line. Got there eventually. 1 minute 40 to go. Back towards the middle with Hayward. Right to Dewey. Messing up my words here. Well done, me. 1.5 minutes to go. Hayward at dummy half in centre field. Launches it right to May. Steps back inside. Gets an offload to Dewey. Launches it left to Luai. Then across to Seyfarth. He's going to be stopped 11 metres out. Gets an offload after held. Has to go back and play it. He'll play this on the 10. For Macassini. Now with Luai on the last tackle. Kicks to just the right of the post. Awkward positioning there. Laban goes up, takes it cleanly, tackled in goal. He can run down the clock a bit more here. 1 minute left in this game. Well done, Laban. I think he's been very solid today. 45 seconds left. Good effort from Luai before, but good recovery from Nickel Kluckstadt. I imagine they'll just go long on this one. Oh, well, they'll go short, actually. And it's a knock-on from the Warriors. So 25 seconds to go. Clock still ticking away. Any more points in this? Tigers maybe to get one try and one kick. Are you really? Warriors, really? Are you taking the piss, mate? This better be right. What a waste of time that is. There's 19 seconds to go. What a waste of time. Oh my God. That should be a 5-match ban, that, for wasting our time, honestly. Ridiculous. 19 seconds to go. Scrum for the Tigers in centre field. Richard Agar, former Warrington Wolves coach, actually. Let's have a look at the Tigers here. They'll get maybe 3 plays at most. They feed the ball into the scrum. Hayward goes right to Dewey. Goes at the line down the right-hand side. Ball over the top. And it's intercepted from Laban. Has he got the legs? Hayward's getting across. Steps back inside on the 40. 8 seconds to go. Do the Warriors want to throw it around? Maybe get something out of this? Now with Clark. Does he want to kick? He does kick. That's beautiful, that, Erin. That's beautiful. Knock backwards. Still with the Warriors. Chance to break down the right-hand side. Nickel Kluckstadt over the right touchline. Back inside with Martin. Tries to kick through. Knocked on from the Tigers. It's still live. Still live. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Batted over the dead ball line. That is full time. God, what an end to the game that was. Jesus. Wow. Full time. Tigers 6, Warriors 32. Jesus. Solid end there. Solid end. Match review. West Tigers 6, New Zealand Warriors 32. First quarter of the game, the Warriors absolutely killed the Tigers for meters and breaks. Absolutely destroyed them. So many easy breaks, easy meters as well. There was a sin bin for Bunty Afoa, and that also helped the Warriors as well. But early on, the first quarter, the Warriors absolutely killed it. Second quarter, I don't know what happened, but the Tigers got back to 13. The energy levels spiked massively. They made really good meters, a lot of great offloads as well. I think they dominated for offloads in this game. And there was a lot of errors and a lot of penalties from the Warriors. Like, they did get back up the field on occasion, but just kept dropping the ball. And then sometimes in the midfield as well, like trying to go for that flat ball for the back rower to break through the line. And a couple knock-ons didn't help. So execution in the second quarter was poor from the Warriors. Energy levels from the Tigers stepping up. They were 14-0 down. The Tigers got one back. I thought they'd be able to get a few more points towards the back end of the first half. But into the second half, and this kind of leans into another positive for the Warriors, there's a couple times where the ball movement from the Tigers was pretty good. Sometimes it was a bit slow, a bit sluggish, a bit sloppy, and didn't know what they were doing. Sometimes Luai with a switchback or a ball, like a hospital pass to Seyfarth, and he wasn't sure what to do with it from that point. There was a couple times where there was some good structure, good movement, especially down the left-hand side, to actually get a bit of a break. But at the very least with the Warriors, they just shot across so quickly. There was a potential try scoring opportunities for the Tigers for Skelton in the back left corner in the second half. Good hands, has a bit of room to run inside the 10. But then when you look at the tackle, there's 6 Warriors players in the frame. 6 of them. And at least 4 of them actually making contact to make the tackle. So the scramble, the recovery from the Warriors was great. Whenever the Tigers had half a chance, the scramble was incredible. Luai had half a chance. He burnt Tuapiki. But then Nickel Kluckstadt was recovering nicely to get him stopped 15 out. So the recovery, the scramble from the Warriors defensively, not to let the Tigers back into the game, even when the Tigers were getting a leg up on the Warriors, was quality. But the errors and penalties really bugged me from the Warriors, like genuinely bugged me, and they could have scored a lot more points. But when they were clean, when they got a bit of momentum, they were so good offensively. They're so good for line breaks. At one point, they were winning 10-0 for line breaks. I just want to quickly check that, the stats. line breaks, 11-2. They had more runs. They had 600 more meters. Tigers actually beat them for post-contact meters, but 11-2 for line breaks. Average set distance, beaten by about 14 meters per set. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then offloads was... Where's the offloads? 15-5 in favour of the Tigers, but errors, 15-10. Jesus, ridiculous. So there's positives and negatives in the Warriors, but good overall. For players to talk about, I think there was a few positive moments from... I think, first of all, with the Tigers, I think Hayward, when he came on, was quite impactful from dummy half. A couple 12s carries were good. Samuel Lafina was probably the most impactful prop forward, along with Funua Pole. And that's probably the bulk of it for the Tigers. But I think Tarpiki was elusive enough. A couple of mistakes under the high ball. I think a couple of yardage carries from Leotau and Poppy were good. Campera was solid with his line breaks and good meters. Harris DeVita and Martin creating great opportunities. Harris DeVita and Stour Smith great to start up front. Egan good from dummy half. Laban, his carries were great. Clark, as per usual, great up front. Vaimanga off the bench was incredible. So a lot of players to talk about. Not everyone, but a lot of players were great from the Warriors. Overall, almost a great performance. Just too many penalties and errors, as I said, but really fun to watch as always. And they absolutely demolished the Tigers. Good effort in patches from the West Tigers, but the Warriors just way too strong overall. So there you go. There's my match review. So I do want to say, I'm going to end the stream here. Wigan versus Warrington later on. Stop by for that one. The other streams I'm doing this weekend include... So later it's Wigan versus Warrington. Tomorrow is Roosters versus Eels in the morning. And then in the afternoon, it's Hull KR versus Wakey. And then for Sunday, it's dependent on availability. So I'm out for a barbecue for the England-Norway game. If I'm still out late, then I'm going to miss Argentina-Switzerland. If I'm back in time for the 2 o'clock kickoff in the morning, then I'll be streaming Argentina-Switzerland. I'm currently out at the cinema Sunday afternoon, which means I'll miss Saints versus Toulouse. If that ends up being cancelled, I will stream Saints versus Toulouse. So there you go. That's the rest of the stream schedule. But I do want to say thank you for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Currently at 18,455. Thank you very much for that. Trying to hit 20k by the end of the year. Follow me on TikTok. Link in the description. I'll be posting the match review for this game on TikTok soon. I need to post the stream highlights for York versus Hull. And then the stream highlights for this game as well. So I'll get to that when I can. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you. Toodle pip.